DC, it's dark, and many drivers were saying that it's not safe to drive when the sun goes down and you can't see anything. Is that true?
Yeah, it is, and I wonder if that played a part in the chaos of what we saw happen in that final restart. Carlos running into Fernando and the two Alpines throwing it in the wall, Checo going across the grass. And that is something actually that needs to be taken into consideration the next time the stewards are making such a late start to a restart to a Grand Prix.
Yeah, and the drivers said that in many years they have been already complaining that it should start earlier, but they haven't done anything about it. But this was probably now showing that it needs to be starting earlier.
Every Grand Prix, I think there's learnings, and there's going to be a lot of learnings from this weekend. To have 3 restarts, we've never seen that before. That long wait to make the decision that they're doing one lap where basically there's no overtaking. I think we have to remember, yes, rules have to be followed, but this is an entertainment business, and I'm not sure how entertaining the final part of the Grand Prix actually was.
What was the biggest lesson you learned this weekend?
That the stewards are trigger happy when it comes to either safety cars or the red flags. To me, I think the incidents could have been cleared up under a safety car. I don't think you needed a full red flag, but of course the stewards have to make a decision based on safety, and in their opinion they felt they needed to neutralise the circuit.
Definitely. How about the race itself? Max was dominating. He didn't want to take a risk in the start. He knew that he has a car that can catch then later Mercedes.
Yeah, but I think Max was a little bit, let's say, frustrated. He felt that Lewis pushed him a bit in turn 3. To me, I think it was just hard racing, and certainly something that Max has done in the past. But it's always different when you're in the cockpit and you don't actually see where everyone is until they're absolutely alongside you. There was an uncharacteristic mistake from Max coming into the second last corner. He was all on his own. He locked up and went on the grass. That could have been very costly. So that probably woke him up from his cruise to the checker flag.
Valtteri Bottas. He seems to be relaxed, even though he's not performing well. The team is not performing. Would you be worried?
I'm a little bit worried for Valtteri because I credit him as being one of the fastest guys over a single lap in Formula One. We know that alongside Lewis, that was not his issue. It was being as quick over the Grand Prix, which was the difficulty he had when he was at Mercedes. Guangzhou is clearly a good driver, but he's looking like he's a bit quicker right now than Valtteri. So there's some concerns. Is there something going wrong with the setup? Is there a problem with that car? Has Valtteri just sort of lost that little edge? Because at a certain point, drivers do start to go down. So he really needs a strong Grand Prix in Baku, irrespective of the position relative to the others. Relative to his teammate, he needs a strong race there.
Now we have 3 weeks off. What do teams do now? Because it's like a shortest summer break, but you can still work on the car.
Yeah, they will be developing and pushing and using all of the development money that they can use under the cost cap to try and accelerate the development of the car. So information will be being sent back to the factory tonight, and they'll be starting to work on it first thing tomorrow. When everyone comes in, the whole workforce comes in. This is not a break for the actual factories. It's a little break for the drivers, and it's a little break for the mechanics that are here at the Grand Prix.
Thank you so much. Thank you, DC, for this weekend.